Good morning. Today would have been Elvis Presley's 80th birthday. Big milestone. In honor of that, I am making today's video somewhat of a tribute to him. I honestly cannot remember a time where I didn't love Elvis. He was this larger-than-life rock star, and what kid doesn't want to be that? I even went through a period of time in the 90s where I only listened to his songs. I even know all the words to my favorite songs, or at least I thought I did. Turns out, I actually didn't know all the words. This was the time before the internet was, ubiquitous. So, it didn't occur to me to look it up online. I don't even know if I could have. Elvis is even one of the reasons why I wanted to play the guitar as a young child. Well, Elvis and Marty McFly. Elvis could play the guitar. Why shouldn't I? In retrospect, maybe I should have been idolizing Scotty more, since he was Elvis's guitarist and played more guitar on Elvis's music than Elvis did, at least on those early songs. Elvis is the king, despite what my pop music professor in college claimed. His claim, and other people who try to make the same claim, is that Elvis didn't invent rock and roll, so he can't be the king of rock and roll. In that regard, someone should tell Queen Elizabeth that she isn't the Queen of England anymore since she didn't found the country. That thinking is, of course, flawed. He's the king because he sold more records than anybody else at that time. Also, no one person invented rock and roll. A bunch of people did a bunch of different things, and it all kind of came together to become what we now know as rock and roll. What Elvis did, and other son artists, was take the country music element and mix it in. When I was a junior in high school, we did this 50s project where everybody in the class had to dress up as a different prominent figure from the 50s. I picked Elvis, naturally. No one else wanted to touch him. He is, after all, the king. But I knew that I could handle it. Or so I thought. My teacher wanted me to have those long 70s Elvis sideburns, but I wanted it to be authentic. Or as authentic as possible. I even had my mother make me this shirt so I could look like Elvis on the cover of his #1 hits album. I grew my sideburns out to 50s era Elvis, and I did my hair as best as I could. I thought about doing it again today like that, but this is hard enough as it is. Now I can do the lip thingy, and I can do the leg shaking thing, or as close as I can get to doing those things. That day I was so nervous that all I could do was basically just talk about Heartbreak Hotel. And at the time, I only wore glasses. I didn't wear contacts yet. So, to be as authentic as possible, Elvis didn't wear glasses, so I didn't wear glasses when I was up in front of everybody. So at least I couldn't see anybody, or at least I could only see blurs of them. That helped, but not enough. Did I mention it was being recorded? I'm lucky that I got out what I did. On the plus side with that teacher, if you showed up, you got an A, pretty much, so I'm not Elvis's biggest fan. I know that. And people who are bigger fans of Elvis than me know that as well. I'm not anybody's biggest fan in terms of fandom. No matter how much I love someone or something, there's always someone who will love that thing or that person more. And that's okay, because I don't have to be the #1 fan. As long as I'm a fan, as long as his movies and his music, they make me feel good, they make me happy, that's enough. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on Monday.